The nation is still in shock after the brutal assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was gunned down while speaking at Utah Valley University. As more facts emerge, a clearer picture is beginning to form about the suspect, his background, the partner he lived with, and the final chilling words Kirk spoke before the single fatal shot rang out. Authorities have confirmed that the suspect is Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old man. His arrest on September 12th came only hours after the FBI released photos of a person of interest tied to the shooting. In an extraordinary twist, it was Robinson's own father who recognized him in those photos, contacted authorities, and helped lead law enforcement to his son. Robinson was then taken into custody. But despite his arrest, investigators say he is not cooperating. He has chosen silence, offering no confession and refusing to engage with FBI questioning. Investigators also turned their attention to Robinson's private life. They discovered that he shared a home with a romantic partner, a roommate who is currently transitioning from male to female. Unlike Robinson, this individual has been cooperating fully with the FBI. According to credible sources, the partner has handed over digital communications, including text messages and Discord chats, that provide insight into Robinson's state of mind before the shooting. Officials emphasize, however, that while these communications help strengthen the case, they are not the only evidence. Witness accounts, forensic work, and the weapon recovered near the scene are all part of the broader picture investigators are piecing together. This contrast between Robinson's refusal to speak and his partner's willingness to cooperate is striking. On one side, a suspect who has withdrawn into silence. On the other, a partner willing to expose messages and conversations that could prove crucial in determining motive and intent. The FBI is treating this cooperation seriously, as it may shed light on the deeper reasons behind the attack. The question of motive is the one that looms largest tonight. Speculation has been intense, with many pointing to Robinson's possible anger over Kirk's outspoken views on transgender issues. Yet, so far law enforcement has not confirmed this officially. Investigators are still sifting through messages and evidence to establish whether ideology was the driving force behind the assassination. Reports have circulated that bullets with disturbing inscriptions were found, along with a rifle left in a wooded area near campus. Governor Cox, during a press conference, referenced messages linked to the case, but not all details are verified, and officials continue to sort fact from speculation. What chills observers most is what Charlie Kirk was saying in his final moments. He was in the middle of a Q&A session with students when the questions turned to mass shootings in America. One student asked him, "Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?" Kirk replied bluntly, "Too many." A follow-up came immediately. "Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Kirk responded with what would turn out to be his last words, "Counting or not counting gang violence." Seconds later, a single bullet struck him, ending his life instantly in front of a stunned audience. Video footage reviewed by investigators shows the suspected gunman positioned on the roof of a nearby building. The footage then captures him climbing down. Panic spread through the crowd as students and attendees scrambled for cover, scenes now circulating widely online. In the aftermath, FBI teams swept the area and located a rifle hidden in the woods close to the campus, further linking Robinson to the crime. Now, the focus shifts to the courts. Robinson is scheduled to make his first appearance this Tuesday. It is not yet clear whether cameras will be permitted inside, but the hearing is expected to draw enormous attention. Meanwhile, Americans are left with burning questions. Did Robinson act alone? Was he influenced by others? Did his partner know more than they have shared? And most crucially, what was the true motive behind the killing? For now, here is what is confirmed. Tyler Robinson, 22, is in custody, identified by his father. He is not cooperating with law enforcement. His partner, transitioning from male to female, has handed over communications to the FBI and is cooperating fully. Kirk's final words were spoken during a discussion on mass shootings. A rifle was found nearby, and Robinson is set to appear in court Tuesday. The assassination has left a deep scar, sparking grief, outrage, and renewed debate about political violence in America. What makes it even more haunting is that Kirk's last exchange with the audience was about the very issue of mass shootings, an issue he would tragically become a victim of only moments later. As investigators press forward, the public waits for answers and for justice.